that's filthy. Greg Koch here, Wildwood again. Just little updates. We're going to do little info videos that are not guitar serial number videos, just talking about some of the tunes that are being played in these videos. I do a lot of my own songs in the videos. That opening thing there is a song called Death of a Bassman. It ended up being on a record of mine called Radio Free Gristle. I initially recorded it years ago. I was doing some sessions down at Johnny Sandlin's studio, Duct Tape Studios down in Decatur, Alabama. He did a lot of stuff with the Allman Brothers. He was actually in Hourglass years ago. He produced Brothers and Sisters. He produced the Laid Back record. He produced Highway Call with Dickie Betts. And the Win, Lose, or Draw record. And he also mastered Live at the Fillmore. A lot of people don't know that. He's a bold warrior. And his wife is a mean cook. Let me tell you, the food down there is superlative. Anyway, I recorded a song down there on a Bassman, a 56 Bassman, and as I was recording it, it was dying and it sounded like it exploded. I thought, that sounds like the death of a Bassman. So that's how the song came about, as opposed to Death of a Salesman. But be that as it may. So I do that song quite a bit. I also do a song of mine called Absinthe quite a bit. That one, a song called Absinthe. That was on my The Grip, which was a compilation that was out on Steve Vai's Favored Nations Records. But my original record was called Defenestrator, which to defenestrate means to throw from a window. And I had rehearsed a song of mine that I had. I didn't have a name for it. It went. I brought it to the rehearsal, and the drummer was telling me a story about how on his way there he accidentally cut somebody off on the freeway, and the person sped in front of him to get even and started throwing various fast food containers out of his window to seek revenge on him. I thought, that person was a defenestrator. So then the name of the song was born. But that's a good little record, Defenestrator. Got a lot of jams on there. Another song of mine, Spank It, I play a lot. That was originally on my Strat's Got Your Tongue release, which has been re-released now. And also I added a little bass line in. You'll hear me doing that in video. That's actually the claw right there. That. By our friend Jerry Reed. Some of the other cover tunes that I'll allude to, I always like to do that thing from Funk 49. I do it purposely not to sound exactly like it, but to have a little fun with it. I also occasionally do the Dance of Maya, John McLaughlin. One of my own tunes I allude to quite a bit is a song called Flyover Country. Also a song called Mrs. Buckley I do quite a bit, which is... Funk Jam. That's on a record I did with Tom Breckline and with Roscoe Beck and Malford Milligan, a thing called Live on the Radio, ladies and gentlemen. All these things are available, of course, on the inner Google. You can go to Amazon, you can go to iTunes, you can go to my website, gregkoch.com. That's where I make the most money, and that's important, ladies and gentlemen. Have I mentioned I have 4 children? And let me tell you, it would be much easier if I was your typical profligate reprobate musician who just planted the seed everywhere, was on smack, and so on and so forth. It's much actually harder to be married and have 4 children and make your mortgage payments and have 2 vehicles. Infinitely more difficult, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, did I say that? I think I did. Anyway, so check out some of these jams. Some of the other things I allude to every now and again, and I do a little... Respectable, that's a Stones song. Stones riff. I suppose I shouldn't really say that they're actually the songs, or else we might get in trouble. We don't care, I guess. Windy and Warm. People have been asking what this is. That's Chinatown, Chet Atkins arrangement. Or I'll do Sandman. I'll do that, I'll go. Little arrangement by Chet Atkins. Dave Edmunds also did an arrangement of that. It was pretty wicked of Lady Madonna. What else do we allude to? Some other jams. Chief's Blues is another one. Which one of the Zepp ones?
A Whole Lot of Love.
Oh, that thing that live Zepp thing. There's Zepp, their last tour that they did in 1980. Of course, I'm kind of actually a buddy of mine that I grew up with was a total bootleg head. He will shall remain nameless, but we don't want to get him in trouble. But anyways, he would collect live versions of everything under the sun. And the last tour that Zeppelin did, they do a version of Whole Lot of Love where they do this riff in it instead of just kind of. They would do that, but then they'd break into this. And I do that quite a bit in things. What's that?
Band of Gypsy.
Oh, the Band of Gypsy stuff I do quite a bit as well. Let's talk about that. I allude to a lot of different things in here, ladies and gentlemen, but it's good for you. It's good for your colon as well, and that's important. So anyway, that's some of the things we do. That's how we do here. Wildwood guitars. We're also not too loud on the amps. That was another thing. When we're trying to record these videos, the amp can't be so loud so that we don't get a good clean sound. I mean, obviously, if I had the amp roaring and I'd put on the overdrive, it would have a lot more power amp section glory to it, but again, for the purposes of what we're trying to do here, to give you a good illustration of what these guitars sound like in a clean and overdrive situation, using gear that anyone can get, this is what we're doing, okay? It's a very scientific approach. Yeah, we could set up one of these dumbbells, and you'd be like, man, that sounds great. My guitar's never gonna sound like that because I'm never gonna have a dumbbell. Duh! But you're most likely to plug a guitar into a Fender Hot Rod or Super Reverb or something like that and use a kick pedal. What? That's how you're going to roll for the most part. Anyway, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Greg Koch here, Wildwood Guitars, August of '12. We'll see you cats in the flippity flops.